me tell you when, guys. Yeah, okay, I'm running, you can run.
All good to go.
Who's leading? You, Paul?
Yeah. Tommy, disappointing afternoon, result and probably performance.
Yeah, first half especially, we didn't live up to the standards that we've set early on in the season. But saying that, we should have still come in at 1-1 and regrouped. We shouldn't be conceding a goal right on the brink of half time like that, so that's something we have to look at. Really disappointed. Thought we responded quite well second half. Obviously they had some chances when we were chasing the game right at the end, but I felt like we played a lot better second half and could have nicked a goal. And obviously I feel like if we'd have got one, we might have gone on to win the game. But yeah, all in all, disappointing afternoon.
It was a bit of a killer, that second goal right at the end of the first half, and just gives them that kind of, I suppose, that it changes both team talks for both sides.
Yeah, definitely. Like I say, if we come in at 1-1, having played poorly really for the standards we've set ourselves, you regroup and you go again, and you're not chasing the game. But obviously at 2-1 they have something to hold on to. They changed their shape late on in the game to add another defender into the mix, which makes it even harder to break down, and unfortunately we just couldn't make that breakthrough.
But you have set that's the standard you've set for high standards. 2-3 without a win now, so does that kind of push everyone together to try and change it next week?
Yeah, definitely. We obviously want to win every game. We go into every game wanting to win. Next week will be a difficult game. They pose a different threat to what Stockport County and Notts County pose. It's going to be a different game for us. If we match up to the physical attributes that they bring, then we know we have the quality to hurt them. So it'll be a case of going away. Obviously, we've got another game midweek as well to look at to improve performances as well. So.
And your time here so far, settling in?
Yeah, really enjoying it. It's a great group of guys. Everyone wants the same thing. We want to be out of this division. Everyone's pulling in the right direction. There's accountability there. That I've been in dressing rooms before where people don't really care whether they've won or lost, but everyone's hurting in there today, and you need that. You need that, and we're pretty adamant that we're going to respond and go back on a good run.
Thank you.
How close was it to being your first goal as well? Because from certainly where we were sat, it looked like Mo had stolen it off you.
Yeah, I don't know if it was going in or not. I just got my head on it and tried to guide it either across goal or towards goal. But listen, whoever scores the goal, it's not my job to score goals, and he probably appreciates the goals a lot more than I do. But I nearly got one right at the end as well. I've just outstretched and it's come off my studs, which is disappointing again. We're so close. Like on a couple of occasions, Dan's put one just outside the post as well, and it's one of those where 6 inches here or there, and we could have had a couple more goals today and come out on the right side of the result. But no, disappointing day.
It feels like at the moment you've not really hit your stride in any game for the full 90 minutes as yet, and yet you're still there or thereabouts. And as Paul says, that standard is now set very, very high, and with those chances you just mentioned, could have won it. So there's still plenty of promise, isn't there? Yeah, definitely. But you can't keep talking about promise. You have to put words into action. We'll obviously go away and look at the goals we've conceded, the chances we've conceded, and how we can rectify that. Because ultimately games are won in both boxes. If we need to be more ruthless both defensively and in the attacking box to concede less goals and score more. No, it's a simple thing really, but that is what it boils down to in football. If you're best in both boxes, it doesn't matter how well you play in between, you'll win more games than you lose.
How did you find Louis Barry as an opponent today? Because he had a very quite unsuccessful period here last season.
Yeah, obviously he's scored a goal today, which was a very well taken goal. But again, we look at that as a goal we probably could have avoided. We preach all day, all week, and showing teams down the outside and making them cross it. And unfortunately, he's got inside the box and had a good look at goal, and it's a great finish from him. But I wasn't here with him last year, so I don't know him personally. But the lad said that he's a tidy player, good technical player, and he showed that with the goal he scored.
What sort of opponents do you prefer playing against? Do you prefer to match people physically, or and avoid the sort of?
Doesn't matter really. You're going to come up against all sorts of shapes, sizes, abilities. So you have to be well equipped to deal with all of those. Otherwise, you'll get found out. So I wouldn't say I favour any one over the other, but you just got to be ready and know who you're coming up against and adapt accordingly.
Was it always a case that when they went to the half-time and everything, it was always going to be a case of either break them down or be prepared to struggle against a team that would put everyone back and try and hold on for dear life?
Well, you know that as an away team gets a goal lead, that's usually what happens. You know, they don't really go expansive. They try and shut it down and make it hard for the home team, and they did that, to be fair to them. But like I say, we did create some chances that we feel that we perhaps should have done better with. And like we got into the final third and didn't quite have that final pass or final touch required to put the ball in the back of the net. But that's all promising signs. You know, we'd be a lot more worried if we were getting beat and not creating anything. So there are positives to take from the performance.
I just want to thank you guys.
Cheers, Tony, mate.
Brilliant.
Thanks,
Cheers.
guys.
All the best.